Okay, so Camille can be played in either the top lane or the jungle. She's a fighter and a bruiser, specialising in gap closing and isolating targets. Think of a mixture of Vi, Fiora and Jarvan, and you're not far off. I'm going to break down the pros and cons in both positions. In top lane, the pros of Camille are that she's a good duelist and she has good pushing power. This makes her an effective split pusher. She also has very good teleport potential, as she can gap close, leap and trap targets after she teleports into a fight. Her cons are that she lacks reliable wave clear and she has very long cooldowns. In the jungle, Camille has insane gank potential at just level 3, easily matching strong gankers like Lee Sin and Lise. After her first clear, she has a very safe jungle clear, where while slow she takes very little damage. She is also very effective at counter jungling. Her cons, however, are that she has a very slow clear and struggles on multiple creep camps, and her first clear is also tough. Concerning Masteries, I'll be brief, as it's not yet clear which are the best. Further of Battle is a viable option, as the primary damage spells are heavily linked to auto-attacking. You can generally get a good amount of stacks while trading in teamfighting, which increases your overall damage nicely. Colossus seems a lot stronger, however, as you can proc it reliably with her E. It also means you get a double shield when you fight due to her passive. As far as runes go, I'd say flat AD and resist is good. If you're feeling adventurous, try out AD, armor or health, and cooldown reduction. Camille benefits a lot from CDR due to her base cooldowns being so high. In terms of build, when ahead, Triforce seems to be incredibly strong on Camille. Her kit and playstyle synergize really well with the item. When behind, Black Cleaver is probably a safer bet. Spirit's Visage is super strong too. I've also tried Redemption and Death's Dance. Redemption seems like it might be especially strong, but go and experiment. Q is the best trading spell for Camille. Both Q procs act as auto resets, which means you can do crazy damage. W slows them and heals you. This coupled with your passive and Q gives you a solid combo. Use the move speed from Q to land the perfect W. Add E, your wall jump and stun into the mix, and you have an almost broken combo. You have very good kill pressure as well as diving potential. One of Camille's biggest weaknesses is wave clear. While you can last hit well with your Q, you don't have a really good way of clearing big waves. A combination of W and E is your best bet. This leaves you with a 15-second window of downtime, however. This means you can't escape or engage with E, and you can't slow or heal from W. Camille has insane dive potential. She has an easy gap close, a stun, 2 shields, a slow, and a heal. Proper execution of a dive coupled with good communication means tower dives are easy. Because of her long cooldowns, ganks are super effective on Camille. Clever use of her spells is vital. Use the ult to split them up and take down one target. Her E is best used to maneuver around the lane, dodge skills, and land stuns. Stunning your target will also proc Courage of the Colossus. Don't forget to make use of her Q's move speed and W's slow and heal. Always keep an eye out for opportunities to engage on a weak, isolated, or BMing target. If all your spells are up, it's pretty much a free kill. One of Camille's biggest strengths is her gap closing potential. This can be used either as an escape or as an engage. As an engage, it's incredibly hard to get away from her once she lands her E, as she can chain CC and speed herself up. Talon is not the only one who can hardcore parkour. Camille can punish an overextending target with ridiculous ease. Always keep an eye out for surprise gank potential over walls, as it's a really good way of assassinating a target. Her ult is not just useful for trapping a target. It can briefly make Camille untargetable and also empowers her auto attacks, making her deal % of max health to a trapped target. A particularly broken combination I came across, which can be built in either the jungle or top, is building Redemption. With 2 empowered shields and a heal, it makes her impossible to kill. In the jungle, Camille clears single target camps the best. This makes Gromp and buff clears optimal. This is mainly due to the fact that her primary damage comes from Q. Camille lacks multiple target damage pretty hard. This makes clearing the chickens and the krugs a pain in the ass. It takes forever and you also end up losing a lot of health. Proper use of her E and W will speed up the clear, but it burns through mana, slows down gank potential, and also opens you up to being counter jungled. But if you keep up vision, I think you'll be fine. As I said earlier, Camille is retardedly good at tower diving. Her E gap close has a large range, it stuns, and it gives an auto attack speed steroid if you hit a champion. On top of this, it also procs Colossus, and when you auto, get your passive shield. This translates to you not dying, ever. Continuing on from this, her E means your gang potential is just plain stupid. Her E is essentially Lee Sin's Q, with less damage, but longer range, and a stun. It also is really easy to land because it ignores unit collision. As soon as you hit 3, you can gank pretty much any lane with great efficiency. Camille brings a 1 second stun, and a 90% slow, and a lot of damage to a gank. Post 6, you also trap someone. Free kill. Her counter jungling is also super strong. Again, this is due to her E, which can scale walls and chase after the enemy jungler. Her skill set just makes her ideal to duel. A lot of players won't respect Camille to start with. You can abuse this really hard. Always keep an eye out for opportunities to E in and kill someone. Don't be scared to initiate in mid and late game. You have absurd range and you can blast the enemy team away with your ult if you aren't tanky enough. But make sure you use her range, as it's one of the things your opponents won't expect. Your shields will also block a lot of the damage. Camille's E is also really useful to peel and lock down assassins on your backline. Don't forget as well that when you cast your ult, you are untargetable. In this clip you can see I predict Lux's flash and follow it over the wall. Go make some plays.